What is puppetry? Puppetry is this vast and beautiful kind of field of dreams of animated forms. And in this festival is represented many, many fantastic techniques.
Puppetry is the oldest form of storytelling. People were using objects and masks and animal skin to have ritual and ceremony and community.
The puppetry is very fun. It's a good tool for the communication with the different culture because the show is no language. So the different cultures people can understand what we are doing.
Puppetry is a very complete art form because it's not only the craftiness of it, of creating that object, but also the animation of that object and the performatic aspect and the connection with the audience. Puppetry also allows us to do things that perhaps an actor or a dancer cannot just do.
It's a safer way to connect with kind of diagnosing your interpretation of reality, but you have this object that can filter rage and hate and love and joy, and it's one of the most beautiful things about puppetry.
Everybody's dream is to come to New York City to perform. We're the mecca of the theater of the world. That happens in the field of puppetry as well. The International Puppet Fringe Festival offers a platform to all these, not only local companies, but also international groups to come and experience New York and to share their art with all of us here in the Lower East Side.
The Lower East Side has the most storied and important practice of puppeteering in New York City. In the Lower East Side, you're gonna find all types of puppetry that eventually, because they were in such close proximity, end up developing and turning downtown into an experimental area for puppeteering. Immigrant communities have traditionally brought their own puppets with them in their suitcases, and once they come here to New York, those puppetry traditions merge with each other. At the same time, you have the preservation of traditions.
The CLEMENTE Soto Vélez Cultural Center has been a haven for diverse multicultural experiences. We're also anchoring all these immigrant traditions and these diasporic traditions, and that is what is reflected in the way we go about this festival. Having something that is radically rooted and basically very independent, and that's why it's Fringe, but at the same time with an international latitude that resonates with the immigrant spirit that we're always trying to celebrate.
One thing that I wanted to do was to honor someone every year. And this year we have decided to honor a New York institution, also a mentor of mine, the master Ralph Lee, who unfortunately passed away 3 months before the festival. Honoring Ralph gave us a theme for the festival this year, and it's Halloween in August. Why? Because one of the major achievements of Ralph Lee is that he's the founder of the iconic Village Halloween Parade.
The hard part about working in a puppet museum is that puppets are intended to be in motion and alive. And if it's just hanging there, people will call it a dead puppet. And there are some places you can't go backstage because the puppets are hanging there. They don't want you to see a dead puppet. It's really important to us to reflect how the puppet was performed. It's my new lifelong goal in this kind of work to really be true to what the object wants. Ralph's work makes that really easy because it's really well made. It's made for performers. It moves well, it breathes. This exhibition is filled with masks from theater, masks from dance, masks from the Halloween parade, and they all make you do a thing. The work kind of infuses itself into your soul.
Ralph started making masks and puppets when he was a kid, and he always was quite clear that Halloween was his favorite holiday because it celebrates the individual imagination. Ralph and I met in the mid-70s when he was getting ready to do the first Village Halloween Parade. It was conceived as a mile-long theater event with elements in the environment, fire escapes and balconies and door stoops, as well as the energy coming from the street. So it was sort of a conversation between the street performers and the folks stationed along the route.
Having a specific time of the year where you know that you're gonna go to this big public event, like world-renowned, and that puppets are gonna be at the center, that in a way gives a sense of citizenship to these puppets. As New Yorkers, they are out there, and I think that gives a certain stability to the form and a certain respect to these characters.
Outdoor spectacle and puppetry have been best friends for centuries. The more people and the more viewpoints that you can assemble in the space to share a theatrical event, whether or not you're performing or an audience member or walking by inadvertently and you catch some of it, you're part of that and you're part of the energy that is making it live.
There's a great line from Peter Schumann of Bread and Puppet. He said that you won't find the history of puppetry in regular theater books. You'll find it in police records. Puppetry has this history of being a protest art and something that's accessible.
In puppet theater, we hope that it's a dialogue. What is theater? Theater is like you come together and you make an impossible world or a world that you want to see. And don't we all need those skills in order to change this world that we're in?
It's about a willing suspension of disbelief. Seeing someone manipulate a lifeless form in front of your eyes, and you're still choosing to actively join in communion with that experience, that presence. And I think that's a metaphor for what we need nowadays. We need to come together to see other ways of life forms, of otherness, of radical otherness, and that is what we're trying always to forge here at the CLEMENTE, experiment in different types of encounters.
You know, puppets in a way help us understand and reckon with the limits of our own humanity in terms of our morality, in terms of our capacity to bring joy to one another.
The work in puppetry just keeps going and growing and changing, and that's beautiful to behold.
There is a misconception about puppetry in the United States where people think that puppetry is just for kids. But puppetry is more than that. And when you come and experience a puppet show for adults or for kids, you will connect with it. You will enjoy it. You will laugh. You will be moved. You will dream because it's an illusion as well. So there's magic in puppetry. I am proud to say that the International Puppet Fringe Festival not only is a very diverse festival, but it's also a merge of all these generations. So that's the only way that we can continue keeping alive this one of the few popular art forms that are left, which is puppetry.
Wave goodbye and say gracias. See you in 2025.